What is up, you guys? So as you can see, my makeup is already done, but my hair is not. For today's YouTube video, you guys, we're gonna be doing a bunch of hair tutorials and hair inspo for you guys just in time for back to school, unless some of y'all already went back, but either way, these are for the entire school year. So if you know me from my TikTok, you know that I do a bunch of hairstyles. A lot of people ask me about hair tutorials, like even from when I first blew up. So I definitely want to go ahead and finally do one for you guys. It's just I don't want to do it on TikTok due to how fucking long it's gonna take, and I just need more time than 10 minutes. So welcome to the YouTube channel, babies. So I did have my hair from yesterday, so I'm just gonna go ahead and start with this hairstyle. So this is a simple parted half up, half down. It's already parted in the back. This is more one of the simple ones, but starting here is where you're gonna want to decide if you're gonna want a piece hanging out or if you're gonna want it all back. Like I said, a lot of this is preference. I personally love to have two edges out and nothing coming out, but if you do want to have a little bang popping out, let me show you how to do that. So you have your high pony, okay? You're gonna take a parting comb, and it depends if you want it to go on this side or this side. That's preference again, but mine's gonna go going down here. So let me show you how to do it. You're gonna want to start from right here and kind of go down into like a circle almost. This is what you kind of should have. What I personally do to get my hair nice and slick, I do get a lot of comments, is I like to use water before hairspray just so everything can combine together. I use the Rave hairspray. I know some people said this makes their hair oily, but I've never had any issues. Okay guys, I go in with a regular slicking back comb and I simply just brush it all, avoiding the part that we just made. It's probably easier if you were to tie it up. Okay guys, now I'm just gonna go ahead and secure my ponytail with a regular hair tie. We're gonna tie it around 3 times. That was 2. Okay guys, and now I'm gonna take a straightener and I'm gonna straighten this little piece right here that we took out. And you're gonna want to decide right here if you're gonna want your little bang to go straight down or if you're gonna want it to have kind of a curl or a bump up. This is what it would look like if you do try to like kind of curl it, just so y'all would kind of have an idea, because I love how it looks curled. Look at that, like that's T right there. And you're just gonna want to obviously go through your whole entire head with your straightener just to give it a fresh little touch up. Now the only thing left to do is to do our edge, so let me show you how I do that, because I do get asked how to do an edge. I personally use Got To Be glue and the yellow one, not the black one. I feel like the black one doesn't hold, even though it's supposed to be extra hold. And then you're gonna want to get a edge brush. Literally any edge brush works, but I'm gonna go in with my crusty one because I'm telling you, edges come out better with the used one. I'm gonna take about this much of gel, and I also get asked how do I not get my makeup mixed up with the gel. I don't know what the heck y'all are doing, but don't drag it everywhere that you don't need it. Let me show y'all exactly how I do my edge. I'm gonna try to focus the gel at the top instead of dragging it all down, like that's uncalled for. So we're just gonna stick it at the top and then work the gel down as needed with the brush, okay? And follow your finger behind it every time you go through with the brush, just to ensure that everything's flat and not like bumped up. And you're gonna want to play with this until you feel like it's good enough for you. Okay guys, once you get to the point where you're satisfied, you're gonna want to take that same parting comb and hold it to how big you want your edge to be, and literally line it up and do exactly what I just did. And there you go. Follow with a little hairspray to make sure nothing flies back up, and we're gonna go in with the fresh one just so we can blend it all in. And I like to pull out a little sideburn right here and gel that down with the same Got To Be gel, guys. Okay, boom, you guys. So this is where we are at right now. You can always bump the ends of your hair. I think that will always look cute. But now we are on to some decorations for our hair. At this point, you can either add a bow, you can add a colored scrunchie to match whatever you're wearing, or you could just leave it like that. I think either way is totally up to you, but it's gonna look tea. Okay guys, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with the next hairstyle. So for the next hairstyle is one that kind of helped me blow up on TikTok, and it's kind of what I was known for. It's this 2 bow hairstyle, and this is really what kind of got my name out there and definitely set the trend for some of these bitches at my school. So what you're gonna do for this is you're gonna want to part your hair in the back same way as you would do like a half up, half down. You're gonna get your parting comb. Also decide if you want this bayang or not. You can always swoop it up and create two edges, but I'm just gonna leave it down because I love it. Okay guys, I just tied up this little bayang so it don't get mixed up because we're about to let go of this hair right now. But the next thing you're gonna want to do is grab a parting comb. Okay, we're gonna look down and we're gonna just trust God. Okay, feel around for this like part that we sectioned. And starting from the middle, how good you can guess, try to keep a straight line all the way to the front and part it like this. The trick with ponytails is to always tie one up messy, even if you're just gonna do it really quickly, just so you can focus on one at a time and to get it super slick. Again, water, hairspray. Now you're gonna want to grab that slick brush and really just kind of do exactly what you did for the half up, half down, and we're just going to try to keep it in place and get it as slick as we can. So for the two bows, you're going to want to make sure your ponytails are even and also going back a little. Okay, instead of like right here, make sure it's a little bit towards the back of your head and then secure that. Okay, boom, we have one ponytail, and now let's get started with this one. Water, hairspray, and then we brush. Again, try to make it as symmetrical as possible and keep them both in the back of your head, not too up. Now we have two cute ponytails, and again, you can do either bows or a cute scrunchie. I've done both, but we're gonna demonstrate with the bows today. I got some red bows just to match my mommy's work logo that I have on, but this is all up to you. Make sure to match your hair though with your outfits, okay? But yeah, you're just gonna want to stick your bows in, try to keep them super cute, and yeah, this is the hairstyle. Super cute. I honestly miss wearing my hair like this. It's been a while, but super cute. I love my big bows. Now let's move on to the next hairstyle. Also, just to bounce off these two ponytails, another really cute thing would be is if you were to braid them. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Okay guys, now once you have your two cute braids, this can also be very, very good for butterfly clips. So if you don't know me, I love me some butterfly clips, hence why I have a whole cookie jar full of them. But I just think these are a cute way to add to your hairstyle. They have so many colors that you can get. Again, I'm just gonna go in with some red ones just to stay with my shirt theme. And you can easily place these literally anywhere, but I do suggest to invest in a white pack of these, because when you don't have enough of one color, you can always just add in some white and that will look so stinking cute. That's what that's looking like. And don't forget to add a little bow at the top. Since here's this cute little white bow, if I were to stick this in at the top, it'd literally make the cherry on the top, because look how cute this is. And imagine it with both sides. Look how crazy my dang hair looks. I really do this for you guys, for real. Okay guys, now we're gonna get into the down hairstyles, because that was a lot of updos. Okay guys, now let's get into the next hairstyle, and that's gonna be a side part, because I get a lot of TikTok comments on my side parts. First things first, your parting comb. Okay, depending which side you want your hair to flip, a way you can figure this out is just by playing with your hair and flipping it to the side. Whichever side you feel like you look battier with, pick that side. But I personally feel like my side's over here, so we're gonna do it. Okay, start from right here at the top of your head on each side and slowly start making a C. Okay, you see how my comb's going back up here? You see it? All right, pull it apart. Okay, reveal it. After some cleanup, this is kind of the shape that you should have. My hair is sticking up a lot because I just had it up in ponytails, but you're gonna want to hold your part that you want slick down, spray some hairspray on it, and then go flatten that down with your slick back brush. Okay guys, I did put a ponytail right here just so this can like lay flat because it's sticking up, but now we're gonna go ahead and focus on the little front of the side part. I go in with the Edge Lux gel. I got this from my local beauty supply. You're gonna get an edge brush ready, but only this part. Take some of your gel, and you're gonna want to hold these pieces of your hair up the fronts and just start laying that gel in. get as much as you need and start laying that in. And I'd say take this almost all around that part that you just laid, because we want this to stay. Once you have all your gel in there, you're going to want to go in with the comb side of an edge brush and just start brushing that in with your finger following along. Go ahead and brush it going up too. Okay guys, once you did that, you're going to go in with a little bit more gel, but only focus right here on this fold. And so we're going to make sure that we can mold it very easily. With your edge brush, you're going to want to go in with the back side of the comb, okay? And really push it in to a fold. And then grab your other hand. All right, this is where it gets technical. And push it again to the comb. And then kind of just let it fall like that. One more time, we're going to go in with our finger, push it in, and then push that over. And it creates this cute little fold over. Now, all you got to do is just straighten your hair, style it however you want, bump it at the end, make it look like a blowout, whatever you want. This is what the side part looks pinned straight, but let me show you what it looks like styled. I like to take my front pieces and really kind of like pull them out basically. And I have layered hair, so this is way more easier for me. But if you don't have layered hair, don't worry. So I just really kind of curled the layers to my hair, and as you can see, it looks so much better, but I'm telling you, either way is good. You can always add some sunglasses to go ahead and make that your outfit. I never cared about wearing sunglasses in school if it's a part of your outfit. If you want more than just this regular side part, you can always add a little bow on the side. It will look like this. And this is very, very cute. Literally subtle but cute. You can also add butterfly clips to the side of your part. It will look like this. And this is still very, very cute. Like, it's small, but it adds way more than you thought it had. Or if you don't like all that, because I know not everybody does, we can just go simple and plain with a headband. Now, how to do this, you're going to want to take apart some of the side part. Kind of just pull it aside, okay? And grab a clip. Okay, clip that aside from all this. Put that behind your ear. Grab the headband, okay, guys? And just put it all over like you would a regular headband, but make sure the headband goes over the clip and right into your hair. And this is what it looks like with a cute little headband. So there's really any way to this. Okay guys, now we're gonna loose the side part and we're gonna go with a straight bust down. Okay, now we're gonna take the parting comb and kind of create 2 strands of hair on each side as symmetrical as you can. And you're gonna wanna tie that up with a little clip. Take these 2 strands and start working them to the back of your head. Get some hairspray and go ahead and spray some on them, just so you can go in with your edge brush and slick them back. Okay guys, and then you're gonna wanna start combing it back like I just said with your edge brush, as flat as you can on both sides. You're gonna wanna pull your strips back as tight as you can. Grab a little elastic and tie it back there. Once it's tied up, you can use your edge brush to kind of fix it a little bit more now that it's like secured tightly somewhere. And then let your hair down. Now that your hair is down, you kind of have this like hair headband effect, and you can go ahead and add a actual headband right over that. I personally love this because I love the way it looks with like some clean edges sticking out. I don't know, this is all preference. My hair is very puffy from all the hairstyles I'm doing, but this is what it looks like. Imagine with a cute headband to match whatever shirt you're wearing to school that day. Okay guys, moving on to the next hairstyle. Going back to the 2 bows that we did earlier, we're gonna do that going down. But let me show you what I mean. We're gonna take our parting comb. I already have a middle part going on, so we're gonna just make sure that that continues all the way back to the very back of our head and pull that apart and get that part. Now this step, same thing as you would with the 2 ponytails on the top of your head. Kind of secure one while you work on the other. You're gonna grab the one side of your hair and spray it with whatever you have and start working on slicking it to the back of your head. With a regular hair tie, we're gonna go right on in and secure that to the back of our head. Now we can let go of this one and do it nice and neatly, just like the other side. And go ahead and secure that as well. So now that we have our 2 ponytails in the back, I'm just gonna go with a little bit of hairspray and try to focus on getting the 2 fronts very symmetrical. And how I do that is I just take this edge comb and I simply comb it with my finger following it, just trying to lay it down And I kind of like it to cover my edges a little bit, but at the same time, whichever y'all like. So once you get it to your personal desire, you're gonna want to go get your 2 bows. Doing the same exact thing, we're just gonna want to put it in the back of the ponytail and try to make sure that the ends sticking out kind of look identical. And I like to pull some little side pieces out. I already have this one laid. I just gotta lay this one. And now you can curl your ponytails or bump them or straighten them, whichever, and you have this cute little style. This can also look very cute with one ponytail and a bow in the back. For the last one of my personal hairstyles, I do want to go ahead and do a bun. Every time I do a bun, people ask how I get it to look like that, so I'm just gonna bring it along. Remember, water. Obviously, you're gonna start by grabbing all your hair and bring it to the top and work on getting everything nice and slick. So for the root of the bun, I'm gonna go in with a thick hair tie and tie that up. Now that we have a cute little ponytail, we can obviously stop here if you want a ponytail moment. But then you're gonna grab your ponytail, okay guys, and you're gonna start rolling it up like this, as much as you can. And then hold it from the very first twist. Like, everything else is gonna fall, but this twist right here is gonna stay tight. And you're gonna start bringing it around. But as you bring it around, start twisting it. Okay, bringing it around. We're twisting. Okay guys, and once you've wrapped it all around, you're gonna want to go in with a skinnier hair tie, hold everything, and then just tie it up, going around twice. Now we're gonna go in on the top of the part where we like twirled it, and we're gonna just pull it apart and do this all around. Okay guys, and here's my messy bun. It comes out different every time, but cute. Now me, I like to grab bigger pieces than I normally would grab. You can either straighten these, because look how cute that looks, or you can curl them, and I personally love to curl them. Now I'm gonna go in with some of the Edge Lux gel and just a little bit, and we're gonna glue the top of these sideburns down just so the curls can stay right there. You know what I'm saying? Because instead of going up like this, it's laid down. But okay, you guys, that was all the hairstyles I had planned to show y'all today. I hope I kind of got some that y'all were wondering, because I know I've been saying I was going to do a hair tutorial for a very long time, but here it is. And don't forget, if you do go ahead and wear those 2 big bows or some colorful hair clips, don't give a fuck what nobody has to say, because I promise you, bitches will say something. You will get looks, and you will be stared at. But I promise you, it's going to be all worth it, because let me tell y'all something. When I first got into hairstyles, I was wearing those 2 big bows, big old eyeshadow, eyeliner, everything, the whole shebang for school. And yes, I'd get comments on my TikTok, I'd get stares, I'd get laughed at. But as the time went on, more and more girls around me started pulling up with 2 big old bows in their hair and all these colorful clips and this colorful makeup. So I promise, baby, if somebody's making fun of you, it's because they're plotting the whole time. I was the trendsetter at my school, so go be the trendsetter at yours. I love y'all, and don't forget to follow my TikTok, subscribe to the YouTube, and yeah, bye guys.